Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, welcome. If you've been here before, welcome back. So today I'm going to be, my goodness. So today I'm going to be using the Patrick Ta bronzer duo. Yeah, cream, contour, and bronzer duo. I have two of them right here in front of me. I've got She Sculpted, which is the medium shade. And then I've got She Statuesque. So I'm just going to be comparing these two and putting them on my face. So I'm also going to be using like some newer products. So I have super sensitive skin, but I wanted to try this because it's like blowing up on TikTok. It is the Marshmallow Primer from NYX. I've used it once before this. I kind of want to go get the big one. I'm just going to use like a little dollop. That's a weird word. I'm going to use a little dollop of it and just use that as my primer. If I'm talking fast, it reminds me of like cotton candy or like sweets, like candy. I don't smell marshmallows, but I smell candy like sweet. Okay, let me slow down and catch myself, okay? A little bit quickly. It's because my mother has made twins, and I know she'll be calling me any moment to be like, come get your kids. They're driving me crazy. So, bear with me. So far, I've tried it one other time and I liked it. This is the second time trying it. It's nice. It's not tacky. It kind of just is a nice little primer. It does make my skin feel a little hydrated. I actually really like it. I understand the hype in it, just for the scent alone. I'm going to go with my Becca Under Eye Corrector. And we're just going to dabba-dabby-dibby-deep-a-do. Don't mind my sound effects. So I figured that I would do a story time while I did my makeup. So after that, I'm going to go in with my Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk Concealer. It's lightweight, and it's super light coverage. So I kind of like to go in with the Becca Under Eye Concealer right under, or Under Eye Corrector right over that. I like to go with the Becca under the Giorgio Armani because it's such a lightweight coverage that I find it just helps give a little bit more coverage to what I'm wanting, and just do a little bit more of what I want. Now I'm going to go in with my Guerlain High Perfection. This is the matte finished one. I like it on my dry, crusty skin. It is actually a nice foundation. I like it a lot, considering it's a matte. So my mom had to come get my twins because one of them is going through like this phase where like if I even walk out of his sight, he loses his mind. Like absolute loses his mind. So I don't know like what the deal with that is, but he will literally panic. He cries, screams, goes crazy if I walk out of his sight. So she had to come get him because otherwise he it's like, yeah, separation anxiety from me, which is kind of sad. Like, my poor baby. Again, my daughter didn't have that, but so this is a whole new territory. If you have any suggestions on how to deal with the separation anxiety that he's going through, or like any insight as to why he might be feeling that way, please drop it in the comment section below, because like I am at wit's end already. I've tried just about anything. I'm like, I'm right here, you can physically see me. Like if I'm not carrying him, or if I step out of his sight, that's when it starts. It's like he panics almost instantly, and then I'm like, I can't get him off me. He's like stuck to me like glue because he thinks I'm gonna like disappear or something. I don't know. So if you have any ideas or any suggestions on how to help him feel better, please, by all means, drop it in the comment section below. If you are going to say anything that is not welcome, please just keep it to yourself. You ain't got nothing nice to say, don't say anything at all. Alright, so I have 2 of the Patrick Ta bronzer duals. So this is She's Sculpted and this is She's Statuesque. I initially bought She's Statuesque because I thought that online this looked like my tone. This is the lighter one, right? However, as you're gonna see, my perfect match in these, because I love, first off, let's just start. I love the product itself. The cream contour, beautiful. The powder is tremendously amazing. Blends effortlessly. They look like skin. They're nice. Good products. My problem is the shades. So initially on the picture, I was like, oh yeah, I'm light. Even though I'm light medium, sometimes I can go for light things, right? So I was like, yeah, She's Statuesque, totally my shade. No, this contour is gray. Gray on me. It does not look good. Like, I look dead. The bronzer, beautiful, perfect, amazing. In the She's Sculpted, this is a little on the deeper side. Like, if I get a nice goldeny summer tan, this will be okay. This is what I need for contour, though. Whether I'm light, medium, deep, whatever. All of my shades, every time that I get a tan, this is the color that I need. Even when I'm lighter, this is the color that I need. This, it will work in the super deep of the summer. It will be my contour shade or bronzer shade. However, just for reference purposes, I'm going to go in with She's Statuesque on this side and just show you what I'm talking about as far as it being too gray toned. I don't know if you're gonna be able to see that, but like, it's just gray. Just, it doesn't look flattering on me. It looks gray. Like, now on the other side of the sponge, I'm going to go in with the She's Sculpted contour shade. See how that just looks like a nice little like contour? Like, that is what, it just has a better tone. So my perfect match would be the light bronzer with the medium, with the She's Sculpted contour shade. I really wish he would come out with like them in singles so that you could make your perfect palette. I'm just gonna go in with a little and make it even on both sides. But yeah, so that's the issue that I'm having. I'm kind of like in this weird shade range where I need the light. I mean, the medium contour or medium bronzer works on me. I just don't. So today I'm wanting a more bronzed up look. Actually, before I set my face, I'm going to go in with the She's LA from Patrick Ta. I like his formulation, by the way. On his products. I want them all. As you can see, I have not done the powder bronzer yet. But it just looks so nice. Such a nice, it is a nice product. Very cute, very beautiful, nice little. So here is the medium She's Statuesque bronzer. Let's keep it even here. And as you can see, it gives me a nice lumi, but I just feel like, what did I get on there? I just feel like the light shade works better on my skin. I just feel like the light shade looks better, but 100% want. It's just not 100% what I would want in a bronzer. The light is more what I look for. Just something to bring a little bit of warmth to my face. The contour has a nice little warmth slash coolness to it that it kind of like does the same, like bronze slash contour, which is what I go for more often than not. Now I'm just popping into the blush She's So LA and just bringing that all together. I'm gonna go ahead and set my face real quick in between. Let's use all my products. I'm almost out of, I actually might be out. There's nothing. I'm not getting nothing out of it. So I like to set as I go. I don't like to set all at the end. I'll set as I go. And just kind of push everything in to the face. I'm going to do my brows real quickly. I'm just going to go in with my Anastasia. I'm literally just trying to use this up. It's not my favorite brow product. It's not bad. It's just not my favorite. I'm just trying to go finish it up. I'm going in with my Anastasia Brow Wiz and my Anastasia Dip Brow Pomade Gel thing. Okay, I'm back. Brows are on. Like I said, I don't not like that product. It's just not my favorite. I found things that I like better, but I'm trying to get use out of it. So here we are. By the way, if anyone cares, this shirt is from Target. Target, super cute Target shirt. So I'm gonna go in with my Violet Intuned from Viseart. I've only swatched this. I kind of think I'm really feeling these two shades. Something about them just are speaking to me. And I also like that how you can like fold this up, like the little things to me. I'm pretty sure you can actually like, yeah. So you can stand it up as like a little stand for, they do that at Leaf for, anyway. Oh my goodness. Okay, we're not going to talk about my dirty brushes. We're not going to judge, okay? Actually, let's go in with a clean brush. Let's act like we have some sense, okay? I just use concealer as my primer. I have dry eyelids, so. And I do not set my concealer that I put on my eyes. So, story time. While we watch me do my eyeshadow. So I'm just going, I will tell you what shades I go in with after. But anyways, story time. So you know when you order things from like online or whatever, or even if you go into like a shoe store and you know like or even a purse store, you know the little like silicone packet things that come inside of them, the ones that clearly say do not eat. So I'm a twin mom, right? I bet you can guess where the story is going. My husband and I had ordered a bunch of like clothes online, and so we had opened up everything. And we had thrown away all the trash with all the silicone packets, or the gel silica packets, or whatever they're called. And so they were in the trash can, and my husband was at work. I had to go to the restroom. So I go to the restroom. My daughter, it happened to be like a weekend. My daughter, she was like in the living room with her brothers. And so my daughter comes into the bathroom. So anyway, we had ordered some clothes online. I'd thrown all the trash away. I'd opened the box and pulled out all the wrappers and everything. And I'd thrown them in the trash, like all the wrappers and the silicone packets and all of that. And I put it back in the box and put the box in the trash. And so I went to the restroom to go use the restroom. And in comes my daughter. That's nothing new, you know. A mom, you don't get time alone. And so I'm like, yes, honey. And she's like, hey, Mom, my brother ate this. And she hands me like 2 or 3 of these little like silicone packets. And so if you're a mom, sometimes you go to the restroom and you really go to the restroom, but then you just kind of hang out in there. It was one of those days. I had been having a day. I hadn't been gone more than like 5 minutes at this point. And so I'm like, who ate this? Because all I see in big bold ass letters is do not eat with a death sign, right? So I'm like, who ate this? And she's like, my brother. I'm like, which brother? As I'm pulling up my pants, rushing out of this bathroom, mind you, panicking, straight panicking mode. And I'm like, who ate this? Who ate this? Who ate this? And she's like, my brother. I'm like, which brother? I need to know which brother ate this. Who ate this? And she's like, I don't know. So I immediately start frantically, like, panicking. I grab them. I'm making them drink water. I'm throwing them in the car seats, like, as quick as my little arms can get them in that car seat. I was putting them in there. And they're, like, mad because they don't like the car seat. So they're mad. They don't want to be in this car seat. She's like, Mom, why are you panicking? And I'm like, I need you to grab this, the diaper bag. Let's go. We got to go. We got to get to the hospital. Like, we got to go now. Like, I'm panicked. Okay. And in mid, like, throwing them in car seats, I'm on the phone calling their doctor's office, only to realize it's a freaking Sunday and they're closed. So now even more so I'm panicking. And I'm like, okay, we got to get them to the hospital. We got to get them to the hospital. Like, let's go, let's go, let's go. My daughter is like, what? Like, she's only 7, mind you. So she's kind of like, why are we rushing? She doesn't understand. And I'm like, let's go grab that cart. Let's grab the diaper bag. I've got my purse. I've got 2 car seats. I'm trying to grab the keys. I'm grabbing the diaper bag. I'm like ushering her out of this door. And I'm rushing us all into the car. I'm throwing them in the car. I'm not literally throwing, and I didn't literally throw them in the car seat, but you know what I mean. I like rushing to get them in the car seat, rushing to get the car seats in the car. I'm hurrying my daughter up, who is moving like a tortoise, it felt like. And I'm like, come on. I need you to like, come on. And so she's like, Mom, why? And I'm like, I will explain. I'm like, your brothers, I don't want your brothers to die. So now she gets the lead out of her booty and she's coming on. And I'm in the car. We're driving to this hospital. I'm frantic. I get to the hospital. I tell them what's going on. Mind you, nobody tells me anything. And they just keep moving like super slow. When I say slow, it felt like time was going on forever. And I'm like, this is like life or death. Like, why aren't you guys putting us in a room? Why aren't you guys x-raying him? Why are we still sitting here waiting? So as I'm sitting here in this waiting room, waiting to be taken back, I call poison control because I'm like, I'm frantic. I'm like, and I've already talked to the nurses and they're like, yeah, we're going to get you in a room. We're going to get like, you know. So I frantically call poison control and I explained to the gentleman like what happened, right? And so he starts chuckling. First off, if you work for poison control, don't laugh when someone calls you frantic, even if it is something silly. And so I'm like frantically trying to remain calm. And I'm like, hey, so my son I don't know which son, and I didn't know which son, which makes it even worse. So I'm like, my son ate one of the little silicone packets that say do not eat. Like, what do I do? I'm at the hospital, but they're taking their sweet time, and I'm panicking. And he starts laughing, and he's like, ma'am, I wanted to punch him. If I could go through the phone and like slap him, I probably would have. So he's like, ma'am, I don't know why they put that on there, but it's just a choking hazard. And I'm like, okay, yeah, no, yeah, I understand that, but like he ate it and it clearly says do not eat, like, and so he's like, yeah, I don't know why they put that on there. But yeah, he'll be fine. And I'm like, okay. But I continue to sit here at this hospital because I'm like, maybe he misunderstood me. Like, maybe he didn't hear me correctly. Like, it clearly states do not eat. It has a little death symbol. Like, you know, panicking, right? So I'm sitting here and I continue to wait at this hospital for a good, like, 4 hours. I waited, by the way. And the more the time is going by, I'm not being very nice to these, like, doctors. And had someone just came out and told me, like, ma'am, you don't have to stress. Your son will be fine, I probably would have stopped panicking. Just a little bit, at least. So she's like, so finally this nurse comes out. She's asking questions. I have this little silicone packet with me. I bring it for evidence. And I tell her, I'm like, look, here's what he ate. This is how long ago he ate it. I called poison control because you guys were taking so long. I explained the situation. This nurse laughs, looks at me and goes, oh yeah, those aren't poisonous. They're just a choking hazard. She's like, the reason the death sign's there is because it's a choking hazard and you can die from choking. So I'm like, so you mean to tell me that this whole time I thought my kid was going to die and I'm here, can't breathe, frantically pacing back and forth, panicking. I'm like, nah, that man heard me wrong. I'm just going to sit here and wait. I sat here for 4 hours. You guys are going to charge me an arm and a leg for a choking hazard? For a choking hazard. You heard that. Choking. Choking. So here I am, thinking my kid's gonna die. I should never go to the bathroom by myself. This is what I get for going to the bathroom. And they're just so nonchalantly gonna be like, no, you're fine, they're fine, it's fine. So yeah, the little silicone packets, they're only deadly because they're a choking hazard. So if you're a parent, just know, as long as your kid's not choking, you're fine. Don't take them to the hospital and sit there. Story time on how the time that I literally, my soul left my body. Mind you, I don't go to the bathroom alone anymore. If I gotta go to the bathroom, you bet your bottom dollar I'm taking my kid with me. My kids with me. I don't go by myself no more. I learned my lesson. Okay, so I went in with this shade in the crease. I popped a little bit of this in the socket of my eye. And then I went in with this and this shade. Just kind of like smudged it over the lid a little bit. And then I popped this on my inner corner. And I lined my eyelid with that. Just for record, I kind of like this. I mean, I would hope I spent my money on it. But I felt for the longest time like Viseart was just, an overhyped brand. So I never really wanted to try their stuff. But purple is my favorite color. So here we are. So we went on a journey to get this lip color. I lined my lips with the Michelle from Natasha Denona, and then I topped it with Fab from ColourPop. However, I thought it was a little too nude, so then I went in with Good Times, and I just kind of like intensified the edges and then kind of underneath just a little bit. And here we are. So I'm gonna try this. This is the false mascara. So what you're supposed to do is you take single lashes. You're gonna use this like mascara and then just kind of plop the lash on the underneath. So we're gonna take the bonding, and it says to add a thin coat of the bonding with okay, so I like this little like use a little mascara-y thing and plop your lashes on the bottom. I like it. However, there's a little learning curve. Okay, so that completes today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. So final thoughts, let me wrap it up. The Patrick Top bronzers, I like them. They're cute. They are nice. They blend well. They're beautiful. The shade range, I feel like it could be better. It is not the worst. Again, this is She's Statuesque. And then here is She Sculpted. So here's She's Sculpted. As you can see, this is just a little bit of a better tone, in my opinion, for my face. This is the contour, the cream, and then this is the light cream. But the bronzers on both blend beautifully. They're amazing. I feel like She's, as you can see, I put them next to each other. She's Statuesque is a little bit better than the She's Sculpted. This one's a little too warm. This one right here is like the perfect yellowy like bronze I got sun. These two, this is a little too cool toned. This is perfect. So I'm kind of like a weird in between, but I actually really like it. It's just the shade range for me that I'm like, because it's a beautiful product itself. It's beautiful. However, it's just that I'm like this weird, like I need both palettes to like make the perfect thing, and not everybody has $38 for one, you know? So like if he could come out with just like this, and like if he could just separate them and make them singles, and then like have the component itself as like you fill it, like, does that make sense? Like I wish he would come out with this component empty and sell these as singles so that you can like make your perfect palette. I also think that 3 contour kits is a good starter, but we have room for improvement for my deeper skin tone girls. So with that being said, that's all for today's video. I hope you enjoyed it, and I shall catch you in the next one. And I will update you on the lash system, the false mascara thing. Yeah, I'll update you on how I think about that. Also, the blush duo, so beautiful. Love it. Amazing. And I'll catch you in my next one. Bye.